Different in terms of type and different in terms of the sort of race, but just great to see these horses in similar races with the same sort of swagger coming into the race and also the same injection of pace. Now with Kingman, it was later in the delivery. James Doyle was able to hold onto him and husband him, but with Colin Keane you can see he's used that, he's deployed that accelerator already. But great to see, Seb, two greats in action here, so close in terms of who they're trained by, who they're owned by, how they're bred, and moreover, their mechanics.
Yeah, their mechanics are, they're slightly different, but both very explosive at the same time. Can Field of Gold be a better horse than his father? On that evidence, I'd have to say so.
Well, let's play that game. So what we've got here is on the right, Field of Gold's ratings, advancing ratings as he's gone through his career, and on the left, Kingman. So before the Guineas, you can see how Field of Gold and Kingman were exactly the same after their 2-year-old career, heading towards the Guineas itself, where Field of Gold ran to 120 despite defeat, as did Kingman, who was famously beaten by Knight of Thunder. Both put right that wrong in the Irish Guineas. More spectacularly in the case of Kingman, at least in ratings terms. But Jim, it brings us to today, and we have to play, let's try and estimate, calculate the rating. When Kingman won this, as we've just saw, he ran to 126. What sort of method or mechanics have we got to try and put a number on what Field of Gold did today?
Well, you look what we call collateral form. That's one way, horse by horse, using the ratings they've previously achieved. And sometimes it gives you something you think, well, hang on, that can't be right. So Kingman won by 3 3/4 lengths today. Round it up, we're talking about an £8 beating. Never mind whether it won easily or whatever. That's the fact at the end of it. So 3.5 lengths further back, so another £7. That's £15 beating to the Guineas winner.
So Henri Matisse. The ruling court, yeah.
Ruling court.
Yeah.
Now, if you took ruling court's rating, you'd be talking about Field of Gold being 135, 136. So I think you've got to put a line through that. We didn't see Field of Gold, whatever. If you took it through Henri Matisse, you've only got him at 124, and you think
Henri Matisse was 116 coming into it. Yeah.
So he gave him an £8 beating.
Yeah.
So and if you actually took it through Rashabat, who got bumped in the straight, you've got to factor that in as well. He gave him a £26 beating. So that would give you another stratospheric rating. So you're looking to balance something in between. So it's definitely better. You and I are sure that Henri Matisse is a better horse now than he was in the French Guineas. And you're looking around 130. I don't think that's unreasonable.
So let's put up the graphic again, and we'll just explain precisely what we're talking about in the sense of, as Jim's outlined there, an £8 beating to Henri Matisse and a £15 beating to ruling court with a bit more supporting material beforehand. So let's go along the line, and if we had to guess what his rating will be, it's not a guess, it's an estimation, it's a calculation. I'm saying about 128, Jim. What are you saying?
Well, I say around 130.
130, Seb?
I'm more inclined to be 128 with what will happen next. If he goes and puts up a similar performance, I'll be on Jim's side.
Now, can I just say, are you asking me what I'd rate him or what the BHA handicapper will rate him?
Both.
No,
They'll definitely go lower.
But the BHA rating, yeah. The BHA rating would be mid-120s.
Yeah.
I think that you'll be the same as Kingman. I think they'll bottle it and say the same as Kingman. But in actual fact, I think we're dealing in A, a better horse right now than Kingman was, and B, potential to do even more.